Hey, just a quick message. If you haven't watched The Dragon Prince, click off this video, please. I beg for you not to spoil yourself with this beautiful series. This goes for everyone who hasn't completed every single episode across all 3 seasons. So earlier this week, we got to see a Season 4 teaser to The Dragon Prince titled Mystery of Aaravos. If you want to check it out in full, I'll have the link in the description as well as the Dragon Prince's Twitter. As you may have already heard, there will be 7 seasons, the first 3 as we know already being Moon, Sky and Sun, the 3 combined being labelled as Phase 1 The Dragon Prince. Season 4 is known to be Earth, however as just revealed, Phase 2, which will include seasons 4 through 6, will be called Mystery of Aaravos. We begin with Aaravos opening a star chart onto a table, revealing several constellations and other key objects. Sol Regum is most prominently seen at the top of the chart overlooking everything, which makes sense being the former king of dragons. The 6 primal sources can also be found in the center, but at the bottom. I tried to make a connection with the order that they appear in, but I haven't found anything. However, it should be noted that star magic is the largest, which may be showing us how truly powerful Aaravos is going to be, or perhaps just because it's going to be the focus of the season/phase, so they decide to make it a bit bigger. The Earth emblem also appears slightly larger than the rest too, which lines up nicely with the 4th season being about such. Right, let's talk about the good stuff. As seen on the center left, there is a child. Originally, I thought this to be Ezran. However, a quick look at the Dragon Prince Twitter account told me otherwise, that being likely a young Aaravos. Now while I'm unsure why the star next to him is presumably shining so brightly, I might theorize that it is either 1, showing us his deeper connection to star magic than the other Star Touch elves, or 2, this is how they are born. Just below him too is a square-like object with some kind of light or aura around it, of which I believe is the Key of Aaravos, of which I did not know was called. It also apparently used to belong to him, so we may get to see its greater powers unlocked should he get his hands on it again once more. Jumping back to the center again, we see what I believe to be a crown. I think that this represents his mastery of all 6 types of magic, especially so with it being lined up with the symbols below. Again, I take this from the wiki where it says he was phenomenally powerful and can perform magic of all 6 primal sources, as well as dark magic. Making our way around a little faster because I shit you not we're only 2 seconds into this trailer, there's a unicorn with I think a star on the tip of its horn which also appears to be glowing or radiating like the box and the other star. Unicorns are one of the very few magical creatures to be connected to the star primal, so there's a strong link there. Wait, Aaravos are also connected to the star primal. So does this mean that some of the Aaravos and Aaravos could be cousins? There's a tree growing out of a book. Maybe it's the tree Rayla and Callum used? I really don't know for that one. There's also some creature playing a cello. For this one, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the other 2 creatures said to be connected to the star primal, a cuddle monkey or a star weaver spider. There's also a dragon, which I'll take as being a star dragon, the last creature we know that is connected to the star primal. Gosh, I'm saying that a lot. There's also a triangle in a circle. I'm not really sure about that one. Lastly, on the left side, there's a human-like figure with some kind of thing next to it, of which I think it could be Viren's little bug pal. Okay, the right side. I seriously have no idea about any of these, but I'll give it a shot. There's a really weird bee or moth thing with a scorpion tail, which appears to have no correlation to the Scorpio or Scorpius constellation. There's a dog or a boar or another animal of some kind of description. There's a spider or maybe a boat above that, so that could be our Starweaver spider. There's then another human-like figure on the far right, which I can't quite make anything out of. And then below that, a sunfire elf, the queen, which most likely relates to Aaravos killing Kahessa and her grandmother. To the left of that, again, I'm not really sure, it looks like 2 fish circling each other. Then there's another dragon, which like I said for the other one, could be a star dragon. Finally, in the very center on the right, is what I believe to be the face of little bug pal again. You can see its eyes, the shape of its head, the horn, the beak, and it's laid over the top of a swirl pattern, hypnotic light or similar to a trance. There's also some weird things in the corners of the map, but I'll leave that for you. We then begin to move through the map and it leaves us focusing on some purple space dust. However, it pans down to show us Viren in the middle of some mountains. I think this shot shows us immediately after he's been thrown off the storm spire or as he's being resurrected by Claudia. The camera then begins to circle around him and becomes quite reminiscent of Thunder when he was turned to stone, as we see a similar thing happen here. The stone begins from the heart and parallels very nicely with him reaching out his arm up towards something, most likely something of great importance. Like that of Thunder trying to get back to the spire, it could potentially be Claudia, or as seen right about here, Aaravos. We also see him shed a tear that rolls down his cheek, solidifying the parallel. We see a giant Aaravos pick up Viren, however it is my belief that Viren has been shrunk down and will be used in a game of chess, similar to that of the rest of the Shadow Elves in their own coins. Also, Dragon Prince Twitter, you are brutal. But for real, I think that this more demonstrates how Viren has been played for an absolute fool, whilst Aaravos uses him as a puppet so as not to alert those who once trapped him in the mirror. We also see the same star from before that was right next to Aaravos on his skin. The camera then glides in to allow us to see a better expression of what appears to be delight as he picks Viren up, like he can use him for more things. I believe he sees Viren as expendable and not at all special, so it would mean nothing to him should he die. I think that this might happen in Season 6, yes, it's a long shot, but hey, if I'm right. Or if Viren doesn't die in Season 6, I think Claudia will, probably to Callum is my belief. Also, where the hell is everyone else in this trailer? Sure, it's only 30 seconds and everyone's fanboy dying over Aaravos, but like, where's my main boy Callum, or Rayla? I don't see either of them anywhere. Now while you may think the trailer is over, there's one hidden detail right at the end. As brought to my attention through the wiki once more, the falling stars in the background is representative of Aaravos being just that. Aaravos is a fallen star touch elf, which to what I can gather means that he has somehow lost the majority of his power, and also comes with the horribly terrible side effect of, now make sure you're ready for this, the lights on his body being slightly faded. I know, absolutely horrific. However, before you all go put something down in the comments about how you're able to clearly see all the markings do illuminate and become more prominent when using magic. Anyways, that's all I really have for you at the moment. I'd love to hear what you thought, or what you think is going to happen. I can't believe we're getting Season 4 at the end of this year. And if you made it this far, I want to say a massive thank you for sticking around, and if you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you gave the video a like, or even subscribed. But until next time, thank you so much for watching.